If you want the user to select from a range of numbers, like in a volume control, the new HTML5 range slider is the perfect tool to use. I'm going to show you how to use it and wire it up correctly in this video. I've already created our HTML5 basic document structure, and we'll place the range slider inside of a form. I'll set the action to pound, which means it's not really going anywhere since we don't have a server that we're using, and we'll set the method to post. Now here inside the form, I'm going to place our range slider. Input type equals range. I'm going to give it an ID of rating. We'll ask the user for some type of rating, which we'll be able to get through JavaScript. So let's go ask the user to rate your JavaScript skills 0 through 100. Now, since we've asked the user to rate from 0 through 100, let's make a minimum value on the range of 0 and a maximum range of 100. Now, if we see how this looks in one of our browsers, and I'm going to use Opera because it does the best job of supporting HTML5 forms, you can see we get the slider like this. And the user can set anything. But the problem is, as the user slides, they don't really get to see the value that they're at. They can't tell whether this is 10 or 15 exactly, or exactly where they are. So we can make the slider a little more precise and read its value by adding an output tag. Output tags are new to HTML5 and are designed for little bits of output like the value of a slider. We'll ID this as slider val, just like that. So now, as the slider moves, we need that value to be reflected here in output. So we're going to put the onChange event on the slider. And let's go ahead and put eval slider as the name of the function. We'll move the output down there. It'll still appear on the same line because I don't have a break. So now we need to write the eval slider function. I'll go ahead and put script tags in here. And we'll write the eval slider function. So what this function is going to do is run each time there's a change on the slider. So let's go, and it's going to read the value of the slider and output it. So first let's get the slider value. So we'll get that from document, get element by ID. Our slider's ID is rating, and we need to get the value. Once we've got that, we should put that in our output element. So document, get element by ID. This time we're getting slider val, and we're going to set its inner HTML to the slider value variable we just created. So this is going to make the slider much more usable, because now when the user uses the slider, as they drag to the right or to the left, they see the value that corresponds to their position on the slider. The slider is a very useful way and graphical way for users to input values within a range in HTML5.